Salute. Salute. Yo, good afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Freedom Marchers, Freedom Family, Freedom Lovers, and Freedom Fighters. Snapzilla Gorilla is here, hitting y'all with this quick live stream. Just wanted to talk about, I just want to talk about Brian Norman Jr. as well, but want to talk about Lamont Roach Jr. What he said, what he wanted next. Now, Lamont Roach Jr. is supposed to be fighting Tonka Truck Davis next in a rematch. And there was a date floating around about August 16th or something like that. But there is yet to be an announcement for that fight. And in my personal opinion, I don't think Tonka Truck Davis wants to fight Lamont Roach again. I don't think he's eager to make that fight happen again. I don't think he's eager for the rematch. J-Man, salute to you. Salute, J-Man. And this is why I believe Lamont Roach Jr. is talking about his next fight already. Because if you're fighting Tonka Truck Davis next, and it's supposed to be in August or September or whenever they keep postponing it to, I'm not thinking about going up to 147 and fighting the winner between Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. if I know for a fact I am fighting Tonka Truck Davis next. So that's what I think is going on. I think that Lamont Roach Jr. understands that rematch with Tonka Truck Davis is likely not to happen. So now he's looking to continue his career on and move forward from there. I think Lamont Roach Jr. is ready to move on from Tonka Truck Davis. That's my opinion. Turkish Delight, salute. What's good from Sydney, Australia? Black Spring with Autumn, salute to you. Good afternoon to you, Queen. It was good. That was a nice little live stream we had last night. I enjoyed the back and forth between myself and Derek C. Williams, even though I couldn't come up to the panel. Anyway, Lamont Roach Jr., I think he understands that he's not fighting Tonka Truck Davis next. I think we can put a kibosh on that. You know, if they're fighting in August or September, why has there not been an announcement yet? Why is Tonka Truck Davis running around talking about he's ready to, give up the #1 spot? Oh, I'm done. Y'all can have it. I'm over this and I'm over that and all this bullshit. Well, is it going to happen? I don't think so. Because I caught a little snippet of the interview Lamont Roach did where he said that Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis has yet to sign the contract to fight in the rematch. And here we are in July. And there's still no announcement. Yet, Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney, their fight is announced for October. And that's 5 months away. But we can't hear anything about Tonka Truck Davis and Lamont Roach fighting next. And it appears to me that Lamont Roach Jr. doesn't even know if he's fighting Tonka Truck Davis next. Maybe that's why he's looking ahead. Why so far ahead? I have no idea. So let's say he's not fighting Tonka Truck Davis next. I don't know why. If he's not fighting Tonka Truck next, that means that he would have to wait until after November to even talk about having a fight with the winner between Devin and Brian Norman. And you're talking about at least another 3 months after that before you can have that fight. So we're talking, if the fight's in November, we're talking December, January, February. So the soonest they might even be able to fight would be March. So that means that Brian Norman Jr. or not, Lamont Roach Jr. will be on more than a year layoff between his last fight with Tonka Truck Davis and his next fight, between the winner of, Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. So I'm very curious as to why he would be talking about taking that fight next, even if he's not fighting Tonka Truck Davis. Why would he not fight in between there? Why not stay busy? Why not move up to 147? Why not fight at a catchweight at 143 or 144, just to see how equipped you are to even fight at that weight? Why not, why not go up there and challenge somebody? He has the WBA belt. You know what I mean? So why not go up there and challenge somebody in the WBA rankings? Why not? I don't know why he would wait, because you're not going to fight the winner until March or April. You're talking about November. You want 3 months, depending on how much damage you take. Of course, the winner might want to take 4 or 5 months off. So now Lamont Roach Jr. is going to be on this long layoff, and he's going to be on a long layoff. So I find that very curious. Unless he does believe that he's actually fighting Tonka Truck Davis. If he's fighting Tonka Truck in August or September, he'll be a month ahead of Devin. He'll be a month ahead of Devin versus Brian Norman. And they will essentially have the same amount of layoff. They can make that fight happen, and it can make sense. But I don't think Brian Norman, I don't think Devin or Tank wants to fight Lamont Roach Jr. again. I just think he doesn't. I think what Tonka Truck Davis wants to do, and I talked about this before. He wants to retire from professional boxing, and he wants to get into exhibition fights. His next fight is going to be, right, Jake Paul. He's probably going to fight Jake. That's his dream fight. Now, Jake Paul is going to want that to be a sanctioned fight. So if he can make that happen, that'll be their last sanctioned match. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the last sanctioned fight for Tonka Truck Davis, and he can move straight into exhibition fights where he'll fight Australian wild animals. He'll fight wild animals from Australia from that point on. So his first exhibition fight will probably be against a kangaroo or a wallaby. And then after that, it could be the wallaby or the kangaroo. And then he'll fight a koala, and he'll move on from there. He's no longer going to fight. What animals am I fighting? I'm not fighting any animals. Salute, Queen Mother Shaquila. Salute to you. Black Spring with Autumn says getting back on posts is the goal. I heard that. Oh yeah, no problem. Black Spring with Autumn. You can go ahead and drop your link in the chat if you so choose, so that people can go check you. But I have no faith in Tonka Truck Davis ever fighting a human being again. I think he's just too fearful of humans. He's going to fight declawed wild animals from Australia. If Tasmanian devils weren't extinct, he would fight them too. Right? Tonka Truck Davis has no interest in challenging himself, in my opinion. And I can't wait until he goes away. I can't wait till he goes away so that his rabid fan base can go away as well. Because Tonka, why does he have a belt? Can y'all answer that question? Why is he holding on to the belt? Why is he holding on to the WBA belt at lightweight? He told y'all how many times that he's not interested in belts. He's only interested in making money. Well, he can give up the belts. He can get out of the rankings. He can get out of professional boxing and go fight whoever he wants to fight. Have whatever advantage he wants to have. Weight drain whoever he wants to weight drain. He can go fight Shaolin monks in Tibet if he so chooses. He can go do that. He can go do that and leave the world of boxing alone. Meanwhile, what in the hell? What was it? Oh, Spectrum. Interesting. Anyway, he can go fight. Listen, you got Lamont Roach talking about moving up 2 weight classes to fight the winner of Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. He said you can clip this, you can say what you want, you can make it sound like however you want to sound like. This is what I'm saying, this is what I want next. I am fighting the winner. You can't do nothing. Oh, J-Man, are they in here trolling? I you know, I attract the trolls. I don't know why, but I just do. Linton Thomas says, hello from Australia. 3.5 years and the Rabbit fan base will go vote for someone else at that alliance. I think they're going to hop on Brian Norman Jr. almost immediately. They already hopping on Brian Norman Jr. Right? They didn't even know who Brian Norman Jr. was a month ago. Now they all of a sudden know who they all up on Brian Norman Jr. Throat for Trump. Greetings from LA. What's up, Juan Valencia? Am I hunting those animals? No. Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis is going to hunt them. Non-blue collar. And a Carhartt is wild. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. Hey, get off the back of the truck. Lay.
Can you come inside?
Can y'all hear me? Oh, Ryan Mwanza says he doesn't know what's going on. Well, Lamont Roach Jr. wants to fight the winner of Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney next. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do nothing but applaud Lamont Roach Jr. for wanting to challenge himself. And I got respect for that. I don't know if it's a wise decision. I don't know if it's wise to go up there and do that. But hey, if he wants to do it, let him do it. You know? Let him do it. J-Man, you ain't got to do that. We ain't got to block nobody, but I will. Yeah, I don't want nobody. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on, J-Man. It is what it is. From the river to the sea, Israel will be free. What's up, Dad Mike? So, you didn't miss anything. Lamont Roach Jr. wants to face the winner of Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney next. And so I'm just talking about how, you know, I can rock with that. You know, if that's what he wants to do, I ain't got no problem with it. Excuse me. It's just interesting how other fighters that have fought in higher weight classes than him are too scared to move up and leave 135 to face certain fighters. They'll do it to face certain fighters, but other fighters, they say they're too little, right? Like Shakur Stevenson. He's not too small to go up to 154 and fight Conor Benn, but he is too small to go up to 147 and fight Devin Haney. Then he changes his mind and said, no, I can fight Conor Benn at 147. So if the fight is big enough to him, he can go up to 147 and 145. But if it's not, he can't go up there. Even though Devin Haney is a bigger fight. That's a bigger fight than that is a bigger fight than Conor Benn. Hitler Jerome III. Where y'all getting these names from, bro? Eubanks versus Canelo. They don't knock it off. They just making any fight happen. They just trying to make any fight. Sammy P asks, where am I from? California. Spitzkel. Where are y'all coming from? This is what I want to know. Where are y'all from? Drop y'all, not location, but where y'all from? Drop it in the chat. Stop. Come on now. Hold on. Jesus. My kids are. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to get off this in a second. Yep, burping in the house. That's what's up. Jay, man, this is wild shit, man. Are any of y'all boxing fans? That's what I want to know. So you're from, we got New Haven, Connecticut, Nome, Alaska. We got Germany. Spitzko says Germany is taking over the chat. I'm a Ryan Garcia fan. Good for you, Zhao Ming. Y'all are wild, bro. They might tell me about it. Shaquilla, that was funny. Queen Mother Shaquilla, you funny. What do we think about the juice? Are you talking about O.J. Simpson? Who are you talking about? Anyway, man. Lamont Roach Jr. wants to fight the winner of Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. I don't know how that fight looks. But, you know, hey, salute to Lamont Roach Jr. for wanting to challenge himself and do all that good shit. It is what it is. I mean, you know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't take too long of a layoff. I'm kind of over Brian. I'm kind of over Lamont Roach versus Tonka Truck Davis in a rematch. I'm kind of over that. Like, I'm so tired of Tonka Truck. I'm getting tired of him in the sport of boxing. I'm getting tired of some of his fans. It's just getting out of control. Hidden One, salute. Doing good shit, I guess. Yes, unbiased Brim. Tank is basically a semi-retired fighter. He need to just go ahead and get on out of here. When you connect the dots, it makes sense. Okay. Why are we asking these irrelevant questions? What does it have to do with pooping? Y'all are... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It is what it is, y'all. Unbiased Brim says, respect to Haney, but he's going to bed. I don't think so. I know Unbiased Brim. I know. Spitzko says George Floyd didn't die. Alrighty then. No justice, no peace. Absolutely right. But, I mean, I don't think Devin Haney goes to bed. I think he outboxes the shit out of Brian Norman Jr. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you're interested Y'all can go check out the live stream I did where I broke down the Brian Norman Jr. versus Jin Sasaki fight. And that'll explain why I think Devin has a great chance against Brian Norman Jr. because he's obviously better than Jin Sasaki. What happened to Jin Sasaki is likely not going to happen to Devin. It's a good chance that it's not going to. Haney can't do well for 12 rounds. The question is, can Brian Norman Jr. do anything for 12 rounds? Can he do anything for 6 rounds? That's the question. Does he have the gas tank? Can he be accurate? Can he stop missing? These are questions that I have. Shaquila says, what the hell? Don't even try to figure out, Shaquila. I don't know what's going on. Tracy Tisdale, salute to you. How are you doing? Did y'all read the title of the chat live stream when y'all got in here? Yes, J-Man. Haney got the gas tank for 15 rounds. Exactly. So somebody told me that I was wearing a hat, a Carhartt hat, and I'm not blue collar. I am blue collar. I work in construction. Salute to you, Spiskell. Yes, boxing. Lamont Roach Jr. is a boxer. Brian Norman Jr. is a boxer, and Devin Haney is a boxer. They're all boxers. I like to talk about, I love boxing, and I love Muay Thai, and sometimes I'll talk about boxing. And I will be talking about Muay Thai here shortly. I don't think they did, Shaquila. I don't know what brought him in here. Hey, salute to y'all. Why don't I like MMA? I like Muay Thai and boxing. I don't like the rolling around on the ground stuff. I know takedown defense. But all that rolling around and all that shit, I'm not doing that. Visca says boxing is gay. Muay Thai is Islamic. Y'all some random motherfuckers, I tell you what. Can I cover the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit? I don't even know what that means. Bro, you should check out Wasif. He is a Kung Fu legend. Kung Fu? Sure, I'll check it out. I'll check out a Kung Fu legend. Bo Sin? No, I'm not familiar with Bo Sin. J-Man says grappling and wrestling is gay. I just don't like it. Patriot Monkey, I'm not, why am I putting my hand up? Y'all some weirdos, man. Except Jesus. Oh boy. Anyway, y'all gotta get off of this, man. Y'all wilding up in here. Wasif is on live stream every day. Just scroll. He is from UK. I'll check him out. Anyway. Salute to France. Salute to the Patriot Monkey. It's for an edit. I don't know what edit. I don't need y'all editing anything that I'm doing. I'm gonna get off of this thing, man. Y'all got some wild ass questions. Anyway, it is what it is. No, I'm not doing nothing for TikTok. Anyway, thank you guys for coming through. Thank you for checking me out. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for sharing, whatever. And yeah. J-Man, this is crazy, bro. I don't know what to do. Anyway, much love, like, share, subscribe. And we're going to keep marching forward toward freedom.